Brand new packaged gas Daikin 2-stage. We just finished the install, but the blower's running all the time. Today, I'm going to show you what the problem is. This doesn't happen often, but it can happen. And I'm going to talk to you about what happens when you're not a thorough technician in the field. You're watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad. This is Taddy Digest. Let's get started. So let me show you the blower first. The blower's running all the time. This is a variable speed motor, and we've got a variable speed control board right here. And first thought is thermostat set to fan on, or the thermostat's calling, but something else would be running. If it was calling for cooling, you know, your compressor fan would be running. If it's calling for heating, we'd hear the inducer motor, but we don't. So take a look. This is where our thermostat wires come into our board, and there they are. You can see they're all hooked up. Now I'm going to take my drill and my Phillips, and I'm going to unhook all the wires and then show you that they're unhooked and show you that that blower is still running. We're not just going to unhook the G, we're going to unhook the Y1 first stage cooling, Y2 second stage cooling, then W1 and W2. So all those wires unhooked. Only thing that's hooked up now is the R and the C, the hot and the common. We've got 24 volts. Now take a look. All those wires are unhooked. And then you can see that only thing that's hooked up is hot and common. Now, we don't have a call. We can't have a call, but let's check and just see. So, volts AC, we can see our thermostat wires come in here, and we've got our G, right? G and C. So if we go from G to C, do we got a call? No. 1 volt, it's not really a call, is it? So let's place the C back on the C terminal, G back on the G. Now let's check the call to the motor. So we should always have 240 volt, right, going to that motor. Let's unplug it. By the way, make sure you disconnect the power before you do this. I want you to be as safe as possible. Volts AC, purple and black, we should have 240. We do. All right, so we got that. Be careful when you are messing with the blower with power on. Now we're going to disconnect the 16 pin. This is our call to this motor, right? You got to have power, you got to have 240, and you got to have a call for it to run. If we disconnect this, it's not going to run, the power or the call. Volts AC, we should have some power come into this plug here from that variable speed board, and we do. We got 0.9, but looking for more. Yeah, there's 3 volts right there. So yeah, we do have a call. We got a call for this motor to run. So what is the problem, right? Do we have power going to this board? Obviously, we have to have power going to this board, right? We've got to have 24 volts. Do we have 24 volts? 28 volts. All right, so we got power to the board. So at this point, let's talk about technicians that are not thorough. Let's talk about what they would do. As a technician in the field, I have made so many mistakes. I have changed parts where they did not need to be changed because I wasn't thorough. And if you're not thorough, you're going to waste a lot more time, and you're going to have to change parts that you didn't need to change. And you're going to be a parts changer, but you don't want to be a parts changer. Real technicians know how things work, and they figure everything out. Like, they just figure it out, because if it's not this, it's this, right? Process of elimination. Most technicians at this point would say, well, that board's bad. There's no call to the board. There's no G to C voltage, right? There's power to the board. It's sending power to that motor. So that's the problem. Or they'd say it's the module somehow, but that's not the problem. I'm actually going to show you what the issue is. So if we take this off, so that this motor will not run, and we go into the board where these wires land, you see that Y1? There's a red wire there. Where is it supposed to be? You see this where it says 24 volt? Let me take this wire off so you can see better. See that where it says C and R? All right, simple mistake. Someone landed the wire on the wrong terminal. And that's the only problem. That's it. So we take the R, we put it back. We take the red, put it on the R terminal and put that blue wire on the C. All right, that's it. So now, if I take this plug and I plug it back in, will that motor run? Motor's not running. Another check that I made when I got here was I checked the limit switch to make sure that it wasn't open. I made sure that there was 24 volts across that switch, because if the limit switch opens, then that's an indication that there's a lot of heat, it's hot, and our blower is going to run. So I did check that as well. But this was just a mistake at the factory, a simple mistake, just landing a wire. Anybody can make that mistake. So not a big deal, but if I come out here and I make my checks and I didn't check where all those wires landed, I would have never found it. I would have come back out here, replaced the board. That would have been my go-to fix. And then I would have replaced it and then found out, well, that's not the problem. Oh man. And then if I didn't find the problem, then maybe the customer would find out and be like, you know, what's the problem? And then you don't know. And it's like, oh my goodness, you know, you don't want to be that guy. You want to come out to the house, you want to be thorough, you want to find the issue, and the customer trusts you because they know you know what you're doing. Also, we don't want issues with brand new units like this. Even though it was that simple, if the customer knows there's a problem, they may think, oh, I got a lemon, right? I got a lemon. I got this unit that's going to have multiple problems. Oh no, what have I done? Like, why did I go with this brand? So because we are thorough and we come out here and we find the problem right after we install, there's no issues. Customer trusts us, confidence is there. Be thorough in the field. Don't make all the mistakes I've made. Hopefully this video will help you. Put everything back together. Blower does not have a call. Now let's go to the thermostat wires and let's use our alligator clip. We went from R to G. So we gave that blower a call and it should come on. It should start running. There it is. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something. If you did learn something, let me know what it was down in the comments. If you got a question, remember, questions can lead to new content. So put your questions down below. I'll try to get to all of them. But if you don't have a question, that's okay. Let me know who you are and let me know where you're from. You want more videos like this? Go check out my playlist, HVAC Tips for Technicians. I've got hundreds of videos of live experience in the field as a technician to help you be a better technician. I'll put a few videos down below that teaches you more about troubleshooting ECM motors, just in case you want to learn about that. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, smash that bell, ding, so you know what I'm doing. Go check out my members only content. If you want more advanced training HVAC courses for your business, maybe learning more about mini splits or geothermal, or even sizing equipment or pricing equipment, go check it out. You've been watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, this is Taddy Digest, and I'll keep you cool if you let me.